What's up guys, it's the Cheapster here, back with another video. And before I even get started with this video, I want to say guys, please ignore the scammers that are going to be in the comments. There are always people trying to steal your money when I talk about this kind of stuff. Don't follow them to their Instagram that they're trying to point you to, and do not give them your money. It's just going to be stolen. So I've heard so many people lately in the comments getting deactivated in error with Grubhub. I've always thought it was pretty crazy to see that people were saying that they were getting deactivated, but I always kind of figured, you know, maybe there's something else that they're doing and that's why they got deactivated. That was until I received an email saying my account would be deactivated from a driver's license that was canceled from a state that I lived in 2 years ago, when I had obviously updated my license to the new state I live in. And after 4 years of working as a Grubhub driver, I could not believe that I got deactivated out of the blue on what seemed like an error in Grubhub's system. That's when I realized that this problem is a lot bigger than I realized it was. I mean, obviously that's when it affected me, so I mean, that's, you know. And anyone who's ever dealt with Grubhub customer support knows how hard it is to get anything fixed, let alone even get a response. Heck, I waited almost an entire year to get changed from my region I used to live to the region I live now because nobody would respond to me. So I was kind of feeling like all hope was lost and possibly my account was going to be deactivated forever. I even said in my last update video about getting deactivated that it would be my last update unless I got reactivated. But here I am making a video, so can you guess what that means? Come on. Give it a guess. Come on. I'll give you a hint. It's in the title. That's right. I got deactivated. I'm back. After 5 months of trying, I finally got reactivated, and I'm going to tell you guys how I did it and how you might be able to if you're deactivated also. And in this video, I'll show you exactly what steps I went through to get reactivated and how you might be able to too, as well as some quicks to get Grubhub's customer service to actually answer you quicker or answer you at all, and also some sneaky things that Grubhub does that you need to be aware of when you're trying to get your account fixed. But before I get started, guys, I just want to remind you, if you guys haven't signed up for Get Upside to save money on gas, to get cash back on gas, you can go ahead and do that by signing up with my referral link down below in the description. That helps out the channel a lot, and there's a bunch of other referrals down there to help you save money on stuff. I really appreciate it when you guys use those links, and it helps me keep making videos. Alright, so getting into the video, first off, I want to say if you've just gotten paused, that's probably just something you're going to have to wait on. There's not much you can really do there. You're just going to have to wait out the time until the pause is over, and then you'll be able to work again. Now, if they didn't give you a proper reason, you could keep reaching out by email until you finally get someone to explain why you're paused. But of course, being paused is not like being deactivated, because that means that there should be a time that you're going to get your account back. I say should be because you never know what they're doing. It sucks to have to wait if you've been put on pause, but there's just nothing you can really do. You could try to claim your case if something was wrong, and maybe they'll unpause you quicker than the time. But usually it's just one of those things that sucks that you get put on pause and you just have to wait for them to let the time run out. Also, if you're deactivated because you broke policy, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing you can do if you got deactivated because you broke policy, because you broke the rules and you got deactivated. And trust me, these scammers who are saying that they can fix your account, they will not fix your account. They will steal your money. And all the people saying all the ways that you can still work by like setting up other accounts and stuff, you cannot, because it is tied to your social security number and they will know that you created another account. So unfortunately, there's just no way around that. You're just gonna have to move on to something else. But okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's get into the actual situation. So I'm just gonna give you a brief overview, because you guys can check out my 2 other videos where I described in detail what happened with my deactivation. I'll have links for those in the description. But here's just a quick recap of what happened. So initially, I got an email from Grubhub that said I had a pre-adverse action taken on my account because my license was canceled. And I wasn't too worried about it because I knew my license wasn't canceled, and I had actually just moved and got a new license. It was still the same state, but I needed to change my license to get my actual new address on the license. So my response was, I just sent them a picture of my driver's license saying it's not canceled, here's my new license. And I thought from there that would just be good, because I've actually done this with DoorDash with insurance cards and stuff, and they just accepted it and fixed my account. And the pre-adverse notification said I had a week to fix it, so I didn't get a response after that, and just kind of figured they must be working on it or they're slow, because it's Grubhub Customer Service. And I did actually try to reach out to them again when it got to the end of that week. But 7 days after the pre-adverse, I did get a post-adverse notification that said my account was going to be deleted. And at that point, I got very worried, sending emails frantically trying to get somebody to fix it. And at that point, I only got one response from somebody saying that my Checker account shows that my license was expired and there was a problem there. And from there, I checked Checker and saw that it was clear and active, so I didn't see a problem. So I reached back to Grubhub Customer Service to say that my account was fine, and nobody responded. And from from there, my account actually got deactivated and I could not log in anymore. And trust me, from here, I tried everything that people suggested. I tried emailing tons of emails. I even tried emailing pretty much every different department at Grubhub. I tried finding a driver specialist number, which I could not find anywhere. I tried reaching out to Grubhub on social media, which they said doesn't work because it's only for customers of the delivery apps. I tried calling Grubhub's customer service number for the delivery. Jeez. I tried calling Grubhub's customer service number, which of course they didn't help either because they're only for the customers, not the drivers. I tried calling customer service saying I had a current delivery back when my account would actually let me log in before it completely logged me out. They seemed like they were going to help me, but that didn't help. I tried signing up again for Grubhub and it just said my application was on hold. I even had a customer service rep reach out to me through this YouTube channel that said they were going to try to help me, but that didn't end up helping me. I even went to their headquarters and had lunch with their CEO. Okay, that one's just a joke. More of like a fantasy, you know, but probably would have got my account fixed if I had done that. I'm just kidding. I have no idea who the CEO is. But none of that stuff worked until 5 months later when I finally figured out what the issue was. All right, so now that we've actually gone over what the background was, let me talk to you guys about what the issue was for my case specifically and probably what might be the case for you. So first off, starting out with that, I want to explain to you guys something sketchy that Grubhub is doing. And I actually want to shout out the YouTube channel saying it like it is. They actually did a reply to me getting deactivated and they actually went over some of these issues that Grubhub has. I'll link them down below in the description if you want to check out their video or check out their channel. Basically what happened was the pre-adverse notification told me to reach out to Grubhub by email if the checker account had no problems. And since I was seeing checker showed clear and there was nothing to dispute, I figured this was an issue on Grubhub's end and they needed to fix it. So I sent an email to that email that Grubhub gave me telling me to send an email to, and after that I just got no response from it. But later, after I got the post-adverse notification that said my account was going to be deleted, I went back to read the auto-generated email they sent, figuring it would just say at the bottom something like, "We're working on your case, blah blah blah," you know, all the stuff they always say there. And I saw what it actually said was that that email was not monitored and nobody would reply to it. So why did that message tell me to email that email? So apparently that's something to watch out for when you send emails to Grubhub. Make sure that the auto-generated response says that somebody will get back to you and it doesn't say this mailbox is not monitored and nobody will reply. But once I realized that that email wasn't monitored, I started a ticket request, which was confusing because there was no request that actually fit what my category was. And from there I got no response, and I even did multiple different categories trying to see if anyone would respond, but nobody ever did. But finally I did get somebody to respond with a way that I'll tell you in a second, and they finally pulled my background report again. So I was so pumped because I'm like, yes, they're finally pulling my background report. This is all going to be fixed. I'm going to be able to work for Grubhub again and get reactivated. It'll probably all be fixed within the week and I'll be back at it. Yeah, no, the report came back failed again for a canceled license. This time I was even more confused because DoorDash had just pulled my background report a few weeks ago and said my license was clear and active. And they also pull it from Checker, so I did not understand what the issue would be. And this is where I finally went back to Checker and took a deep dive into the website to see if I could find anything. And eventually what I realized was it was very stupid. I was actually not looking at the right background report when I went to Checker. When you go to Checker and look at your account, it'll pull up one of the background reports that you've done recently. And I thought that that was my background report that they sent out to everybody, but apparently that report was specifically for what they sent to Uber Eats. So Uber Eats was getting a clear background report, but Grubhub wasn't. I'm not even really sure why that was the case. But finally I found the tab for the Grubhub report and it said that it was canceled. And that's where I found the issue finally that I could dispute with Checker. Like I said, I'm really not sure what caused that to be an issue. I'm assuming it has something to do with the DMV running slow and probably not getting the information to Checker in time. But of course, I don't really get why the other apps had clear background reports, but Grubhub didn't. So I'm still not exactly sure what caused that issue, but that's definitely something to look out for there. But now let me explain exactly how I got it fixed and some tricks that you can use to get your account fixed too if you're running into the dead end of not getting customer service to respond. So first off, I contacted and paid $600 to one of the trustworthy people in the comments. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. Please don't do that. But okay, for real, if your background report is your issue, the first thing to do is check Checker. Make sure that you're checking that background report that they sent to Grubhub. You will have to sign up for a Checker account so that you can see your background reports. But from there, you can check your reports and then you can dispute any issues on them. So it took them about a week to get mine fixed, but that worked pretty easily. The next step, if you got your background fixed or if you're having any other issue, is just to keep sending them emails. Even after I talked to somebody explaining that I figured out what the issue was and I needed to wait on Checker to get it fixed, they closed my ticket so that I couldn't get it fixed once Checker fixed it. So I had to open another new ticket, and that of course didn't get a response response for weeks. I actually never got anyone to respond to me through that ticket link they sent me in my email the whole time I was trying to do this, except for that first guy that responded to me and then stopped talking to me once I finally told him what the problem was. There was actually only one way I could get anyone to respond to me at all. So that secret way that you can use to get Grubhub to respond to you is to get them to respond through the sign up. For some reason, when I would try to sign up again and it would say my application was on hold, then it would give me a ticket link option to send about my application being on hold, and that always seemed to get a reply. Now don't get me wrong, that may have been days or even weeks later, but at least it got a reply. Especially when I said things like my application is on hold instead of saying things like I got deactivated. That seemed like you could get a reply more easily. And I'm not sure why this is, but that must obviously change who that email goes to, and it goes to a system that's not so bogged down by all the other emails, or possibly that they're just deleting those emails that they don't want to deal with. I don't know. But that seemed to be the trick to get Grubhub to respond after waiting 5 months. So in the end, what it comes down to is if you're deactivated in error, making sure that you've done whatever you can on your part to actually fix the issue. And then the next step is apparently consistently bothering them with emails until somebody finally responds, and even getting tricky with the ways that you send emails to get a response. And then just wait 5 months and boom, you're reactivated. Hey, on the bright side, those 5 months were only half the time it took me to get my region changed. Probably because of my 4 years working there. Yeah, the benefits just keep piling in. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this is helpful if you guys are deactivated trying to figure out what to do. It is not a fun time dealing with this, so hopefully this helps. And if you guys have any other questions, let me know down in the comments and I'll do my best to try to help you with it. And again, just remember to ignore those scammers in the comments that are trying to get you to go to stuff like Instagram pages. And also watch out for any scammers that might try to impersonate me and get you to go to a different Instagram page. The only Instagram I'll ever direct you to is my own, which is the Cheapster YT, by the way, if you want to follow me there and see some of my cool pics and some of my hilarious videos like this. Excuse me. Why were you crossing the road? But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking around, following me through this journey, and I am glad to be back reactivated with Grubhub. You guys will see some videos soon about Grubhub. I have actually already recorded my first Grubhub vlog since being reactivated, so that will be coming out soon. But thank you guys. If you guys liked the video, remember to do the cheapest thing you can today. Tap that like button. Also subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. And I will see you guys in the next video now that I'm reactivated. And remember, stay cheap.
You better be saving that money. Don't you be spending it now. You're still here watching this? You might as well just subscribe. Why would you not at this point?